How are we all? Explosive Ash! Arrows thanks for the 7 months! Let's find out if I remember how to play this game. Still ill. Sastros. This is a situation where dual cast was wrong, I think. Oh my god, is this song? This is a sample? This is a sample, right? Sweeping Beam. We're listening to Eminem today. Thought I'd mix it up. I want this to hit back twice. Just one is defect earlier today, all you need is 4 defragments. Amplify and apotheosis. I'm gonna take an auto shields. Big early block guard is pretty good on this character. Beef strip hitting isn't a plub. Hey, Mark R. You don't know who Defect is, but you have a feeling Charles Lightning is going to go all the way. Pokemon nerd. What's your favorite Pokemon? Tell me the truth. Hey, AKD! Rhino Tree, hello, hey, DKB. Oh my gosh. So many letter names. I think I have to take another Sweeping Beam, unfortunately. Otherwise I just die. Maybe with Upgrade Potion I can take Scum. This does kind of seem like it could work. Tough challenge for today. Hey, Hunter! Yeah, we'll see what happens. Hey, Kirsten. Hopefully, good draw here. I successfully got to fight like a villain. Oops. The amount that Lagavulin is easier than the other two for Defect is pretty obscene. I guess I'm taking a Consume Plus. I have 0 potions. I have 35 health. 220 gold. I have a Toxic Egg. Here. Here. It probably works. I do want to, like, maximize card rewards, but also hard hallway fights seem like they murder me, and I have no potions. Just had a Crocs advertisement here. What does that say about people who watch my streams? Know how to be comfortable, maybe? Should I play this? 22 damage versus 6, 6, 6, 6. Or 6, 6, 11. I don't think I played dual cast. I think even in the best case for it, it's still about the same. Puzzly! Is stall a turn for Happy Flower a better number? A Glacier Plus? Holy. Question card, Toxic Egg. Alright, we're not doing a Super Elite. Although, we might beat Lagavulin. We also might beat Sentries. Maybe I should be doing a Super Elite. Yeah, probably not. Crocs are comfortable and livable footwear to the modern, active person. Featuring air holes to maintain foot temperature and limit sweating. I'm sorry, there are steel-toed Crocs? There are steel-toed Crocs and I don't have any. Somebody make that make sense. Is Rainbow good here? It's not a bag of prop, so... Go for that greedier max HP in this exact situation. From a 1 to 10, I'm a certified 20. That's not even how the numbering system you just explained works. I should only be able to be between 1 and 10. Inclusive. Sounds like someone's struggling with their own system. That's all I'm saying. We saved the potion. If we fought the Super Elite in 1, that emotion ship would have been affordable. This says something about millennials? Okay. Purple Frog Blazing for 60 months, appreciate it. I would like Cool Headed to be a card I was taking. It's upgraded. I'll take Doom and Gloom though. This is a pretty good Snecko Eye deck right now. Have to decide. Consume versus Glacier. I tried Draw Steel. Not a game? I have not. Ouch. Second Lagavulin, as is normal, much harder than the first. That's just sensible. Why would it be easier than the first one? New TTRPG. I haven't played many TTRPGs in the last, like, 10 years. Capacitor with Consume Plus? There are some good cards here. Those are very good cards. I'm just gonna take Capacitor and, like, have my late game scaling worked out already. Monthanor, thanks for the 73 months. Appreciate it. Wait, Monthanor? And subscribed for a certain number of months. That image of Russell Crowe in Beautiful Mind. Alright, I think I beat Hexaghost. If I'm looking for a good TTRPG. Oh! No, I have so little patience for a game that isn't just a game when I buy it. Even when I played Magic, which is the only TTRPG I've played a lot of in my life, I played on Magic Online, and part of the game being enjoyable to me was making sure that I had access to any card that I wanted. In, like, a way that didn't require a tremendous amount of work to get them all, I guess. Oh my god, I'm saying the wrong word. I thought we were talking about TCGs. Okay, my bad. It's like 4 AM here. It's 9:17. Well, that's awkward. Yeah, well, I can't play another TTRPG because I'm playing Frosthaven. These cards are also obscene. Like, probably the 3 best rares I could see are here. Wait, Echo Form isn't here? If we replaced Thunderstrike with Echo Form, I don't think I would be able to replace one of the cards with a better card. Is that right? I think so. Always on the run. Frosthaven is certainly a card-heavy TTRPG. The best. Bioscog getting B-listed. Okay, Bioscog also exists. That's fair. I wonder if my deck's good enough to take Seek here. Let's try it. Huh. Okay, if I lose this, it's kind of embarrassing. Select X from a card disadvantage. Pandora has stopped playing music. Uh-oh. Well, shit. How are we gonna listen to music then? They updated Pandora and now it doesn't like my ad blocker or something, I think. Is it gonna try to play an ad at me? I'm paying for your service. This is why you should never trust anyone. Look at me. I trusted Pandora to do a thing. It did the thing for about 15 years, and now there's one day where it's not doing the thing. I should probably just immediately throw it out. Alright, I think we won this fight. The biggest thing I need right now is like a turbo. Need one way to make some energy. A turbo would work, and aggregate would not work very well. Because I don't have enough cards. The fission I didn't take would be okay. Alright, we got Heavy Flower on the right number. This is going to be a big deal. 7 cards starting hand, etc. I mean, it's like it can hear me. Over self-repair does hurt a little bit, but still. Amplify, go for the eyes. Amplify. We got Glacier. And Consume? Oh god, Amplify's upgraded. This deck's sweet. Is this the best Defect deck in the world? No, but it's like up there. It's good enough that it's hard to meaningfully talk about ways in which it could be better, which is like pretty good. Okay. The only problem is if I draw Void and not Turbo next turn. Recycle would be good. That is a wild idea. I'm taking damage unless I Sweeping Beam, which has that thing going on where I can hit Void. Double defend is -2 health. It's okay. I'll take -2. Astronaut level links for 59 months. I would have hit Void if I'd drawn a card. Alright. Wait until this is on 2. Nectarine. Chefs are allowed to kiss. Are they? I'm gonna take a Chaos Plus, why not? I guess I was planning to go to 2 stores for some reason. Am I not doing that anymore? What's on Storm there? I don't think my damage is bad enough. I go Skim Turbo? Let's try this out. Is this plus strength slavers? Is that what this is? Kind of messed up. Holy shit, one compile driver, please. Taking some damage. It's fine. Would Defect be good in Frosthaven? You know, I think so. Trying to work out what I want this exploding potion for other than this fight. And it seems like I should use it now. Maybe the triple bird fight, though? It's probably the answer. I can do this first, either way. Well, I actually hate that. Interesting. Your cast kind of missed. But I'm fine. I can't die, yeah? I can soft lock here. Oh, I can die. So can the enemy. Nunchaku Focus Potion. Charge Battery Plus, Recursion Plus? Recursion Plus seems kind of hype here. I have a Chaos, so I can have Plasma Orbs. This is like going infinite. Turbo? Holy shear. What percentage of Eminem lyrics are the word blow? Not enough? That's what I'm saying too. Iconic and yet largely overlooked. $35 block? $24 plus 16 is 40? Okay. Classic 37 damage turn 3. Yeah, that's why I was thinking about this explosive potion a lot in the Slavers fight. Like, yeah, it does kind of seem like you would want that for the Slavers Elite, but also Act 2 hard hallways exist. Alright, we want to chill out here on our Happy Flower. Yeah, and this way I get to discard it for fruit juice, so there you go. Cool-headed, I think. Cool-headed's kind of a big card if we're trying to do a recursion infinite. Force Field is also a pretty cool card if we're trying to do a recursion infinite. I already have one skim. Force Field is one of my favorite Defect cards. Defect has a bunch of cards which have some sort of inflection point where suddenly they become very good, and Force Field is one of them. And it has inflection points in both directions. It has inflection points in the you have lots of power cards in your deck direction, and it has inflection points in the you are going infinite direction. It's just a cool card. Well-designed characters. A wild game. We'll take the cool-headed down. I value max HP fairly highly on Defect, although my turn 1 is like quite good. One time I was talking about Spire with someone, and I was talking about how Runic Pyramid was, in my opinion, the strongest boss relic, and they were like, that's wild because you think turn 1 is so strong, so important, which I do, and Runic Pyramid doesn't do anything on turn 1. And I was like, that is kind of wild. But I thought about it more, and it does do something on turn 1. It makes it so you don't discard your hand. What the fuck were they even talking about? That's such an important thing. That does so much. Anyway, that's my little spiel. Why is this shit happening again? Non-discard doesn't happen until you end turn, but it changes your turn 1. Like, it means that if you draw an important scaling power which you have to play in the fight to win on turn 1, you don't have to play it on turn 1. That does something on turn 1. Does something on turn 1. It just does. Nunchaku proc? Sometimes I'll watch a YouTube video that will be like, watch this person whose career has been music for their entire life listen to Seven Nation Army by the White Stripes for the first time ever and respond to it. And they're just fucking lying to me, right? Like, the person has heard the song before, right? There's no way, right? Are there people who just, like, don't... Like... I don't know. This distresses me somewhat. Not a tremendous amount, but a little bit. I think it's not allowed to lie on the internet. Subway true. Would you enjoy watching like Jorbs reacts to seeing watchers slay the Spire cards for the first time or something like that? Jorbs Evaluates the strength of Magic the Gathering cards despite never having seen one before in his life. Whether or not they're actually listening for the first time doesn't affect whether you enjoy the videos. True. True, but they're lying to me, so... Should I get a claw? I don't think I need a claw. Jorbs reacts to the Power 9 for the first time. There you go. Knowing they lie affects your enjoyment. Well, you can't trust them anymore, you know? I wanted to trust them. And they lied to me. Pros Slay the Spire streamer reacts to FIFA player stats. I know so much more about FIFA than I would like to know about FIFA. You trust the YouTuber who only posts cigarette reviews. You've watched his health deteriorate, so you know it's real. I'm sorry, that's a thing? Is that a thing or a joke? We live in a world where such questions have to be asked, unfortunately. That guy's went to play an attack there for one nunchaku. Oh well. Boot Sequence Plus pretty good with Bag of Prep and Runic Pyramid. It's a thing. He started out doing anime reviews and now does cigarette reviews. I feel like I never see people smoking anymore. Like in public. And sometimes you go to someone's house and it like turns out they smoke and then you're like, this is kind of weird. All the smokers are vaping now. Oh, true. Oh, true. I do see people vaping sometimes. Yeah, that makes sense. We can just unturn here, I think. No, if 2 hit there, we take damage. Now we can just unturn. Because if 2 hit here, we kill it, hit, we kill 1. We get to end the fight with 9 and 2. The dream. You went to a bar in small town, Idaho. I'm very, very sorry to hear that. This storm could be okay. I don't know. Storm's kind of a completely reasonable card here, which I don't need to take. Probably for it to be actually good, I would need to find a fission. Like, it's inoffensive at the moment. But if I find a fission, it becomes very good. I don't think I'm taking another consume. I think the 1 is good. I also don't think I'm taking another turbo. I got some energy relics to help as well. Peer group is getting back into cigarettes. Can I recommend that you don't? Just like as an idea? I don't know. Do I think the zombie could slay the Spire? Obviously, do what you want or whatever. Live your life. I'm not going to tell you what to do. Other than that you probably shouldn't get into cigarettes. If dualism and holdover existed in Slay the Spire. I really feel like the devs have some questions to answer about why they didn't add the mechanics from Monster Train 2 to their game when they released it 8 years ago. People rightly want to know. Too lazy? Just resting on their laurels, probably. It's a great question. How does one rest on their laurels? What does it mean? First Google search of the day. What does resting on your laurels mean? Why do we say rest on laurels? Originated in ancient Greece and Rome where laurel wreaths were awarded to victors, right? But why on? Why not like rest with your laurels? Is it just a poetic meaning of on? What does it mean? Why do you rest on laurels instead of with laurels? I don't think laurels are things you sat on. I think they went on your head. Right? It's like the leaf thing that goes on your head. A laurel wreath. I think language is just weird. Is it a locative case thing? That would be fucking insane. My favorite grammatical ancient language thing is the locative of love. There used to be a case. Like, you know how he and him are like the same word, but they're in like different? That's because they're a different case. And there used to be a case, this actually predates Latin and Greek, the locative of love. Although Greek has a largely deprecated locative, ancient Greek. There used to be a grammatical case for locations. So when you were talking about the store, going to the store, you would change the ending of the word appropriately. That's a location. And it used to get used for the people you loved, because, like, conceptually the people you loved are a place. They're not like people. Anyway, I think that's fucking awesome. No. People aren't locations as a whole, but the people that you love are. I feel like the older I get, the more I understand that. Are on the fight! All we do now is sit and wait for Happy Flower to be on a good number. This can never hit us. But I can't apply an attack because of nunchakus, so... Like, I really do just sit here for a while. Rest also means rely on in French. Huh. I mean, that's very likely the same meaning that's being carried over from the Greek and Latin idiom, I would guess. Hey Seth, good friend. So many good cards, none of which I'm taking. Alright, for winning this fight. I think a skim upgrade because it's very likely that I take an energy relic. I don't think I need an upgrade for this fight itself. The only thing I really want to do is make sure I amplify capacitor. Any chance the etymology is somehow related to your friend Laurel? I would say that's almost certainly the case, yeah. What was Laurel up to during the ancient Greco-Roman Empire? Mislav. Glacy. Oh, that's not the card I wanted to play. Interesting. I was just trying to spam pulp, and I guess I just barely got the hitbox. This is why you have to play Spire at least 8 hours a day to maintain your quality as a player. Literally impossible to win his Defect. Save yourself some time. I do appreciate you letting me know. I'm gonna give it a go, though. Your goat washed? Oh, absolutely not. No, every time you bathe, you lose a little bit of your ability as a player. I haven't washed for 8, 9 years, maybe. Hey, Naxxless! Did the bot break? That would be just so typical. Standard bot breaking. What is the challenge? I'm trying to win a run, but here's the kicker. I'm trying to play Defect while I do it. That's kind of what makes it hard. Do you have any info on Slay the Spire 2? The Slay the Spire 2 is coming out this year, in a month that isn't December. That is the information that I know to be shared. I want this on a better number. 1836, 47 thing. Okay. All right. Slay the Spire 2 has a 2 in its name. How many 2s are in the name Slay the Spire? 2. We're getting offered electrodynamics again. I don't think I need it. I'm getting offered multicast. I don't think I need that either. I think I just take another Seek. Force Surge is a pretty good card. I do not have or need Biased Cog. I think I just take Seek. Sozu. My potions are like okay. I just take Black Star. Does this deck even like benefit from relics? I don't know. It definitely benefits from potions, I guess. Right. Why is this class so hard to win with when every card reward is the best cards? That is... If people knew that, we would have landed on the moon like 70 years ago or something. We wouldn't be stuck in this technological hellscape. I would really like to go to a shop, but I don't really want to go to 3 shops. And those are my options, 0 or 3. If we know it's going to be a surprise, and we know it's not going to be December, then we know it can't be November, because then it wouldn't be a surprise. And if it's not November, then it can't be October, and then it can't be September, so it's never coming out. And you won't be surprised. That is how a logic paradox works, I believe. My Black Star is not doing great either. Maybe a question mark will be a shop. Sounds plausible. Pretty sure that's allowed. We get Seek Turbo, we get Capacitor, Consume, Turbo, Amplify, Capacitor, Glacier, Consume. I think I won. Is this Linkin Park? It's Jay-Z and Linkin Park? We are discovering some incredible things about my childhood right now. So there was a period of time where I listened to music intentionally and I like knew who the artists were and stuff like that. And then after that, I started just listening to an internet radio station and having no idea what I was actually listening to. Probably bad behavior, maybe problematic even. But before that as well, I moved to the United States of America and I wasn't cool. And I wanted to be cool, like the cool kids. And so I listened to the top 10 at 10 on 107.7 The End, so that I knew all the hoppin' songs. And at that time, I also didn't know who the artists were. And I feel like we're listening to some songs from like that period of history right now. Multi Capacitor Glacier. Is this an ad for 107.7 The End? I mean, are radio stations profitable anymore? Do those exist? I mean, internet radio, sure. I assume that, like, that radio station is, I don't know. How do radio stations even make money? Ads? Do they lie about their viewer numbers? Probably. They simulcast on internet radio. Holy shit. Wait, can I listen to it right now then? Hold on. Hold on. 107.7 The End Internet Radio. Odyssey. When Your Will Call on 107.7 The End. Listen. Listen live. Why is it so loud? Sorry, there's no way to turn it down. Alright, cool. This is the radio station I grew up listening to. Let's do it. I feel like they largely still play the same music. Is that how it works with radio stations? Like, they start out being what the kids listen to, but then their music never changes, and their audience ages, and then they're what the, like, Slay the Spire streamers listen to eventually? 2635. They build brand loyalty. Is that what this is? Oh no. I've never been accused of being brand loyal before. Oh my god, it's a guy! Oh my god! In and Out's coming to Western One. Yo! Local radio stations are sick. I never would have known that. We have to go to Richfield together, Twitch chat. Yeah! That's what I say too, Internet DJ. He says, like I do as well. This is... Oh my god. And the fade-in to Dreams by the Cranberries? Holy shit. This radio station is lit. This radio station is why I have the personality I have. This is why I am so charismatic and lovable, and why you all, like, listen to me while you fall asleep. It's all 1077 The End. Hashtag not sponsored. YouTube viewers really be missing out on this one. I am playing Slay the Spire specifically to feed YouTube Jorbs' unhealthy obsession with Slay the Spire. And everyone watching on YouTube is like, what the fuck is he talking about? It's called The End because it's at the end of the FM, like, bandwidth or whatever. It's like the last station that you can tune to on FM frequencies. I could take Fusion to try to do more infinite things. I don't know, sure. I still need to recycle anyway. I probably already was infinite. Have I ever played Darkest Dungeon? Everyone watching on YouTube is asleep by now anyway. That's so true. So true. I have played Darkest Dungeon. I should get an attack which isn't AoE. By the way. I have played Darkest Dungeon. Game's like fine. I won a Stygian campaign. And then I tried playing again a variety of times and never got past, like, I don't know, week... How do the weeks even work? Probably like week 20 or something. At the start of the game, kind of sweet. Because, like, you're finding new items and things, and depending which items you get, different classes might be much stronger than the others, that kind of thing. The middle of the game, terrible. Just, like, actually, like, possibly a crime. Because, like, at that point you have... Oh no. Oh no, it's the ads. Alright, we're never doing that again. Sorry, I didn't realize there would be ads. Where do we go? Where's Pandora gone? Fuck that radio station. Get that shit out of here. Ruth thinks the 28 months. These are all kind of bad. Maybe machine learning. Maybe Equilibrium. It's weird that Equilibrium is just an okay card, even if you have Runic Pyramid. Paying 2 to block for 16 is just kind of good. What was I saying? We were talking about Darkest Dungeon. Oh yeah, so you like get like a strong thing for some of your classes, and then for like the next like third of the game, you just run the same classes over and over again because they're the best ones you have, and it's so fucking boring. I did like a challenge where I had to use every class once for the 4 corrupted things, so at least I had a reason to play all the classes and level them all up. But it was kind of painful. I don't know. I always wish that that game was good. Stalling is also boring. What about the stalling? I do agree, though. Yeah, I had forgotten about that part, where like every single fight you try to full heal at the end of the fight. Oof. Anyway, it's a cool game. Okay, I don't remember exactly how the exhaustion mechanics worked, but I feel like they just made it so you wanted to have multiples of the classes that you had strong items for, which meant that like they actually made build diversity even worse. I don't know. It didn't feel like they made it better. You're meant to use different classes because you expect to constantly lose units and need complete backups. But in order to have a complete backup, don't you just need to make more than one of the same class? So you just have like 3 Vestals, 3 Houndmasters, 3... I don't remember all the things. Who was my tank? The Crusader? Is that right? 3 Crusaders and 3, like, bandits or whatever? The Outlaw? Dismas, who was that? Oh yeah, Flagellant! Oh, I forgot about Flagellant. I feel like Flagellant actually got added to the game after I had played it, mostly. Man-at-Arms! Yeah, Man-at-Arms was sick. Man-at-Arms was where it was at. Oh yeah, I definitely had a mid game where I was just spamming Finale all the time with Jester. I remember that too. You know, it's good memories. Every time I think about Darkest Dungeon, I want to play it again. And then depending on how much longer I think about it, I usually stop. The self-imposed constraints to have a reason to use all the classes. Yeah. True. This is also how we get XCOM 2 campaigns. Interesting. I feel like the thing I don't like about XCOM 2 is very different. I'm not sure what it is. Anytime a stream title poses a question, you already know the answer is no. Because I'm trying to make the question like as inflammatory as possible or whatever. Can I eat 17 elephants in one sitting? That kind of thing. Everyone's like, oh my god, can he? And then like, no, is the answer. How could we have known? $16 is the theoretical max. People have data mined the game. This is 60. I could do this and it would be 60 again. Good. When your damage is Dark Orbs and you're fighting Giant Head, it is often noticeable that Dark Orb damage does not scale with slow debuff. It's kind of where my head's at right now. Can I block? Is there a way to not kill it? I don't think so. Alright, cool. Just notice this slightly relics got an update since you last clicked on it. The map is best in your opinion. Ooh, echo for it. I haven't looked at it. You can see the map now too? What else? Tell me everything. Seek. Turbo. Seek. Capacitor. Amplify. That's kind of a strong turn one, just saying. Still can't change my settings. That is unlucky. I'm sorry to hear that. You can see everything. It feels like it's probably quite a lot. What's your favorite thing to look at? Twitch chat? God. There are just things I shouldn't ask. Draw, discard, and exhaust cards as well. Damn. I want to self-repair. I want to heat sinks. Okay, I have enough energy. Take a self repair. It's like fine. Swanee, thanks for the 71 months. Appreciate it. I'm like slightly concerned I'm gonna die to these. Okay. What's the challenge, or is it a joke? Usually it's a joke. I'm being attacked for 84 this turn. Energy potion? Yikes, right? Get turbo. I can heal afterwards. So I can heal a lot afterwards. Alright, maybe it's fine. Ouch. It's at 82. Look, I was just kind of hoping that no one would be able to do math that high. I don't really know what the number is. You hit Act 1 boss with Niao's Lament. Damn. Trying to find Amplify. Play one of those. Alright, now I can play Amplify and self-repair 3 times. I just need to kill it somehow. This will work. Will it work? It won't work. That's fine. I have never done that. Did you win the run? Tobacco gold-plated cables. It doesn't seem like it would be very good because you got 0 card rewards. Seek for turbo and go for the eyes, I think. You should try for that for the turn 1 and kill achieve. Yeah, okay. I got it. Did you get the 1 turn boss kill achievement by doing the Niao's thing, or did you do it like literally any other way that's much, much, much easier? Oh my god, it's this song. Kryptonite, 3 Doors Down. Oh. The music today is banging. I think you could have this in like a car commercial these days. I don't say that particularly kindly, but I do believe it to be true. You had the 1 kill boss already, this is just a random run with a bunch of question marks. Huh. We could slow it down to half speed and play it in a movie trailer. Damn straight. Unfortunately, I have... Oh, I should have not played Zap and played Glacier this turn to evoke the Dark Orb. You know, it's possible that this works if I just keep pressing on turn. It does. It felt like it might. Would still call me Superman if I lost on Defect. It's awkward hearing songs that were on the radio when you were going through puberty because you remember going through puberty. Gosh, that was terrifying. Glad that's over. I think 1 hologram probably. Lets me get turbo a second time if I want it. Also lets me get rid of the void sometimes. Kind of cute. Second puberty can hit at any time. Oh no, it's the 9/11 meme again. Good thing I now no longer have to deal with hormones ever. For sure. So lucky. How hype is this card right now? I can get hologram and probably sweeping beam. Do this again. Only 1 Echo Farm. Might as well just concede the fight. So this is why I didn't want to take Electrodynamics. If your deck is good enough that it doesn't need Electrodynamics against Reptimancer, which I believe this deck is. Can be nice not to take that card. Worst part of transitioning was when you started to like Kryptonite again. That's legit. Aubrey Plaza has gone viral because presumably Russian bots are saying that she is grieving her husband's death by watching the wrong movie. It's my current understanding of pop culture. We live in a very strange world, Twitch chat. The playlist is making you feel weird. That may be, what's it called? Joy. You may be experiencing joy. Possibly. Get me out of here. I've decided I don't care about the relics. Peace Pipe, Thread and Needle. I've been talking about how I like Force Field. Let's just take a Force Field. It's just a fun card. Can you surgically remove joy? Yes. Yes. Scientists worked that out in, what, the 60s? My wife and I got a lobotomy and we love it. Alright. You're experiencing the same feeling you get in the local Hot Topic. You want to turn and about face and walk forward until you don't see it anymore. You don't like Fallout Boy? Gosh. Woke has really gone too far. The kids don't even like Fallout Boy anymore because of woke. I'm trolling y'all slightly more than usual today. I kind of apologize, but but also kind of I don't. It is what it is, I think. Maybe I should have gotten consume. Oh, I just drew it. Easy. Alright, let's listen to something a little bit more classy. There we go. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, come on. Mm-hmm. It's a new PB. I made it to August 20th. So did I decide life is better without worrying about relics? Mostly, yeah. This is what happens if you criticize my music. Now that we've established the collective nuclear arsenals of the players involved, let's go back to me deciding which songs we listen to. Ooh, the Smiths. Streaming is actually a lot like retail, because like you're constantly interacting with lots and lots of people, you know. They're not necessarily polite or whatever. I'm not trying to complain too much about it. And also you listen to terrible music. The only difference is that in streaming you choose the terrible music. You could go for IA 10 hours. I already done that. I just did that for fun. I'm just built different. It's fine. Yeah, I don't think there's much reason to care about relics being on the right numbers and things like that anymore. Pretty sure we won. I could take 2 more force fields. Take another force field, another consume. I'll take 1 more force field. Exactly 1. I think toking... Kinda good to get rid of these basics. And we fight Donu Deka. Amplify... Go for. Man. It's over-ish. I was reviewing a Slay the Spire VOD. For like reasons. And unrelated to those reasons, I was trying to find when something happened in a run. And so I was watching through the run and I was like, I think it might have happened at like the beginning of Act 3 or something. The beginning of the Act 3 was after like 30 minutes. The video was like an hour and 40 minutes long. Do you think maybe I've been too kind to Slay the Spire? Like, I've spent so long saying it's such a good game that it thinks it can get away with 2/3 of the run being in Act 3 and Act 4, where it's impossible to lose now anyway. Maybe if I wasn't so nice to it, it wouldn't think it could get away with this. Streaming like retail, but if it paid a livable wage, no. Streaming does not pay a livable wage. I feel like I should elaborate on that because, like, I have been successful or whatever. But also I would have made more money, like, working the same amount of hard in a number of different fields. So I don't even know if I want to do that. stay humble or whatever, but also, like, please do not be under the impression that streaming is a financially sensible career to pursue. Streaming is like being in a sports career. Kind of. Insofar as I tore my ACL getting out of my chair 2 days ago. No, I have not torn my ACL. Thankfully. Well, 2 more of these. 1 more card. Let's play fishing for the first time this run. Streaming is closer to acting from a wage perspective. Some people get the bag, some sleep in their car. Often it's the people who sleep in their car that get the bag. Retail is guaranteed to never live. That's probably, yeah. That's probably a good point. Maybe I shouldn't have taken these force fields. They seem kind of terrible here. Simply own the retail stores. Okay. Yep. Amplified. Now the force fields are good. Beautiful. When Twitch leaks happen, you checked up on a streamer with 100 viewers, 6 times 10 hours streams per week. Top 3,000 on the list. Would have earned more working 40 hours minimum wage per week. Yep. Yeah, this is not a thing that you should do if your desire is to make a lot of money. That was only money from Twitch, so it misses a chunk of income that people have from sponsorships and stuff like that. I also have a YouTube, obviously. I used to have song name on screen. Yeah, but like Pandora updated and now it doesn't show it. It's really weird. I don't know why it did that. Oh, there it is. There you go. Seems also extra work. That is true. I feel very strange about this conversation, like other people are trying to explain to me that my job is hard. Yes, actually, if you could position the palm frond slightly more directly above my head while you fawn over my achievements. My peeled grapes have arrived, thank you. There are ways to do YouTube that are not very much extra work at all. Fascinating idea. A little bit more work. Was esports Godfather sponsored content on this channel? I don't believe so. I played that on recommendation from a viewer, if I remember right. The hype game. Is the new patch out yet? I should do another run when the new patch comes out. October for the next patch? Gotcha. Also, when will Orb of Creation come out? If Orb of Creation and the Slay the Spire 2 release on the same day, I don't know which one I'd play. It's kind of a terrifying thing to consider. Very excited about Orb of Creation. Your favorite achievement of mine is that I have the Storm Rant on my YouTube for whenever you need a good laugh. Oh, that's Cedric. I fucking kill you. Sorry, you probably can't say that in online content anymore. What I meant to say instead, I fucking krill you. He has Scooby-Dooed. Add in-game afterwards. Gotcha. Thank you. So I want to be able to turn in the Act 4 Elite fight, presumably. Which means Strike is kind of an okay card. Let's drop Auto Shields. Auto Shields has outlived its usefulness. I have Scoobied my last do. We need Amplify, we need Capacitor. We need Double Energy? Maybe? Should be vaguely okay. I took blind so I can turn. Deck's basically got all upgraded cards, so I didn't really need an apotheosis. Now what do I do? Two of these, weirdly? Two of these? Two of these. Can't draw cards anyway. Let's go two of these. Trying to empty my hand before I fission. Oh shit! Huge. Charles Lightning. Please applaud. Anyone remember the awful Velma show no one asked for? Vaguely? People are very into making sequels of IP that was like okay 30 years ago. Sometimes it works. There's been some good stuff. Andor, for example. Sequel to IP that was okay 30 years ago. Not sure that Star Wars has really contributed anything to the world since, like, Empire Strikes Back. Karate Kid. Oh yeah, there was Cobra Kai, yeah? Cobra Kai is legit. Cobra Kai knows exactly what show it is the thing. It's very funny. Now what do I do? The answer is probably not this. This is probably not what I do. Oh well. Ah. They use the drop from I Can Feel It in the Air Tonight. Like, Cobra Kai, I mean. If you don't understand how inspired that is, I don't know, maybe we just can't be friends. I found Seek, holy shit! Can actually play some cards. Go Echo Form. And one Force Field. Amplify that. Two of these, one of these, one of these. Maybe also this. Defect. I have capacitor in hand still, so if I go for... I should double play this as well. I won already. It doesn't really matter what I do, I guess. I don't know. Let's get Amplify and oh, I need to consume first. God. There is also the new Matrix. I feel like the Matrix can't really be analyzed like you analyze other media. Because, ironically, of woke. Or maybe the opposite of woke. Tell you more? Well, it's like, the newest one is directly responding to the, like, appropriation of red pilling by the right wing, right? So... Oh, I've just played that 3 times, but only had 4 orb slots available. Look. Charles has come a long way this run. We've faced a lot of battles. I think we probably won. You stopped paying attention to movies at the turn of the millennium or so. So there was that thing, name your top 5 movies or whatever. Top 5 movies after the year 2000, right? That was the thing. That was the social media thing semi-recently. And every single one of mine was like either from the year 2000 or it was from the sequel of a movie from the year 1995. And apparently I just don't like any other movies. Everything Everywhere All at Once was okay. Don't push me to say more than that. It was fine. Nice, Mander. Thanks for the 34 months. 1990s had so many rom-coms. What happened to rom-coms? Did people just stop watching them? Or did people never watch them? I'm confused by those. They fell out of style. I saw a quote from someone saying that every big name actor who would have been in rom-coms got like creeped on set enough times that they stopped wanting to star in them. Can't be sold overseas, so they stopped making them. Is that why? Well, that's fascinating. So, like, the overseas market became a more relevant thing, and rom-coms don't do well there? That would make sense. K-dramas are the new rom-coms. Maybe true. Want to see inside the entropic room? Hallmark channels still making them. Yeah, but they're like lower budget, right?